just wanted to make sure first and foremost is that we recognize that today we're here fishing and we're fishing in Stolo territory. And you know, although there is at times some tensions between First Nations and sport recreational fishers, that we make sure that we always recognize our brothers and that we are fishing here in Stolo territory. So our great friend Eddie Gardner represents Wild Salmon Forever and the Wild Salmon Defense Alliance, and that's very important to us as fishers because we all want to make sure that we have fish for the future generations.
No, I didn't get you one.
So, Sonny, you're even fishing down there. You go ahead, you keep fishing through. You got good ears. I know you can listen well. So, does everybody know the reason why we're here today? Does everybody know the reason? Does anybody want to put their hand up and tell me why we're here today? Come on, don't be shy. Morgan, oh, why are we here today?
Catch bait?
Yes.
I'll hold on to it, okay?
For what? So we have an opportunity to fish, correct?
Statement. Let's go. 30 seconds. There you go.
So Alyssa's here now. So what I would like to say is I just want to say first and foremost from this Fraser Valley Salmon Society, I would like to say, oh, we got a jet boat running by. Just a minute.
Right here.
We'll wait one second. Thank you, Morgan. I appreciate your help.
I'm right here. This is the one that's racing.
Come on. Well, I got a boat going by. It's too noisy. We're trying to stop them. Trying to stop the boat.
I don't do editing like Jennifer does.
That's okay. You can restart if you want, because this will be kind of the start of it.
No, it's okay.
Okay, so I think we've got everybody here. So I'll try to make it very brief and quick, which is hard for me to do. So we're here today, gathering here to show the government that we are willing to fish for any fish on the Fraser River. We are willing for the future generations to do our part in conservation and to look after our fisheries, our wild salmon and our wild sturgeon fisheries for the future. It's not always about people like myself or 75-year-old Chris Gadsden.
76, sorry.
76-year-old Chris Gadsden. What the thing is that we want future generations to be able to fish. We want to have an opportunity. So the government has closed down the trout fishery on the Fraser River, not allowing us to catch and release salmon. The government has shut down our opportunity to fish for salmon, period, on the Fraser River this year. And it's not acceptable to the Fraser Valley Salmon Society, and it is not and should not be acceptable to all of you. We have grown up. I have fished this river for 50 years myself. And I do not think that the government is doing any fair justice to us, and there is political play here that is not allowing us to be here. So these coarse fish represent fish that eat millions of salmon eggs every year. That's the reason why we do the Cultus Lake pike minnow fishery, to take the pike minnows out of Cultus Lake so they don't eat the salmon fry. The same thing in now with all these coarse fish. If we continue to take these fish out of the river, these types of fish, they will allow for salmon eggs to hatch next spring. Okay, so although we may be looked at as sort of radical, what we're doing is again, showing the public, showing the government that it's time that we're going to stand up. This is only the beginning of what we can do in the future to get band together. This group, this core group today, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming and showing your ability to recreate with us. Fishing on the Fraser as we grew up was all about fishing with families. Back in the day, a little tiny little 12-foot boat was a monster boat here on the Fraser River. I know because I had one. And the memories that the Goodman family is here today. Nicole Goodman was the one who first in 1984 came out and killed the very first salmon that was a representative of giving us an opportunity to open up the Chinook fishery to us as recreational people again. So here we are making history 35 years later, standing here as a Salmon Society. So, does anybody have any questions about the demonstration today or why we're here? Alyssa, do you have a question?
No.
No, do you have anything to say, Alyssa?
Just want to say thank you to
Speak up.
Thank you to everyone for coming out. It means a lot, bringing the kids, and let's fight for our fish and keep fishing. Thank you.
And thanks for putting it on.
So I would like to just make sure that we recognize some of our sponsors today that helped to make this possible. There is some prizes that we have. We did catch a few nice fish today to take them out. It's not about how many fish we caught. It was about getting all of you out here to be able to do and fight for our right for the future to fish, which is really good. I'm very proud to see the turnout today. So a few of our sponsors today, Chilliwack Art and Tackle, Chad and Sheena donated all the worms today. They've also donated some door prizes for us. Fred's Custom Tackle, he donated a prize for us. Joiner Corn, all the corn was because of the Joiners. The Joiner family has been a fishing family in our community for many, many years. We want to thank them. Of course, the Fraser Valley Salmon Society, who's put this on today. All of our fearless leaders, our directors, Alyssa is here today. Of course, Chris has been since 1984, the inception of the Fraser Valley Salmon Society. And of course, Great River Fishing Adventures. We all do our part, and even the little bits that we do changes things for the future for all of us. And I wish that all of your kids and their kids will be able to fish for the future. That's what I want. If I was to stand up and to say nothing and to not make a motion for us, I would feel guilty that we will lose all of our fisheries, and I bear the brunt of that as my responsibility. And I feel that my responsibility is looking after all of you for your families, for their future.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good. Could I do better?
Yeah.